Today I want to show you the single biggest lever you have over an AI's output. It's not the model, it's what the model can see. Here's the thing that surprised me most. The exact same model can give you brilliant work or total nonsense. The only difference is the context you hand it. So let's get concrete about what context actually is. It's the whole window the model reads before it answers. The system prompt, your conversation so far, the files you've shared, and every tool result. Everything in that window competes for the model's attention, so the question isn't how much can I cram in, it's what deserves to be there. And here's something most people never look at. You can actually see how full that window is. Run the context command, and it lays out exactly where every token is going. How much the system prompt costs, how much your files cost, how much is left. Once you can see the budget, you stop wasting it. And that leads straight to the oldest rule in computing. Garbage in, garbage out. If the window is full of the wrong stuff, the answer will be too. Now, most of the window is fixed for you, but two pieces are yours to shape, the system prompt and your project's memory file. These are the highest leverage context you control because they load on every single turn. Write a rule here once, and the model carries it through the whole session. That's the cheapest, most durable steering you'll ever get. So the instinct is to paste in everything just to be safe, but that backfires. A bloated window buries the signal. People call it context rot. The move is to give it exactly what it needs. Here's the trade-off that makes that real. You could stuff a whole document into the window, and yes, modern models have huge windows, so it'll fit. But fitting isn't the same as helping. Pull out just the paragraph that answers the question, and the model finds it instantly. The snippet wins almost every time. Retrieval beats raw, long context. Here's how I actually do it on real code. I don't pre-dump anything. I let the agent fetch on demand, grep to find the spot, then read just that file, just-in-time retrieval. Now the first habit I want to give you. Before you let it run, ask it what it actually needs to know. You learn the problem and you catch a bad assumption early. Here's a trick that feels like magic. Instead of writing a paragraph describing the format you want, just show it one clean example. We call this few shot, a couple of good examples as context. The model locks onto the pattern and matches it perfectly every time after. One example is worth 100 words of instructions. The second habit is even simpler. Ask it to summarize what it's holding right now and ask what's missing. The model becomes your check on the model. Notice what's happening here. You're not feeding it answers, and you're not writing its code for it. You're curating its view of the world, deciding what it sees and what it doesn't. That's the whole job. You're the editor of its window, and a good editor cuts more than they add. Now let me show you the failure mode that fools people. Stale context. If an old wrong fact is sitting in the window, the model will trust it completely and confidently hand you the wrong answer. It's not lying, it's just reading what's in front of it. So when something's off, your first move is simple. Clear the bad fact and tell it to reread the source of truth. And sometimes a single command dumps thousands of lines into the window and drowns everything else. A test run, a build log, a giant JSON response. When that happens, don't keep it. Tell it to grab the one number that matters, pass, fail, the error line, and throw the rest away. A clean summary in, the noise out. Now the real unlock. Don't hand it files at all. Tell it to go find them. This flips the work onto the agent. It runs its own retrieval, greps for the spot, reads just those lines, then acts. You stopped being the librarian and you became the director. That's the shift that makes everything faster. And when a search would flood the window, I push it into a subagent. The subagent does the messy digging and hands me back just the summary. After a long session, the window fills up. Don't let it overflow. Tell it to compact. Summarize what matters and drop the noise. And the things you want to survive past this session, tell it to write them to memory. Durable notes it can reload next time instead of relearning from scratch. Here's a real quirk of how these models read. They pay the most attention to the start of the window and the end of it. Stuff buried in the middle of a long context gets the least attention. Researchers literally call it lost in the middle. The fix is easy, and it always works. Move the thing that matters to the very end right next to your question. Recency is power. That same principle scales to your whole window. Order matters. The freshest, most relevant context should sit closest to the question. Bury the key file under noise and it gets lost. Let me put it all together with the payoff. Remember that login bug from the very start where it just guessed? Same task, same model, but this time the window is clean and well-ordered. Just the file and the test, nothing else. Watch how different the result is when the context is right. So here's the recipe I keep coming back to. Ask what it needs, let it fetch on demand, compact when full, save what's durable. And honestly, once these habits click, you barely think about them. You just tell the agent to drive its own window and it handles the curating for you. Watch it run the whole loop in one breath. Master this and your AI gets dramatically smarter overnight. Same model, better window. Subscribe for the series because next up, we go one layer deeper into harness engineering, teaching the loop itself.